Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this lesson. I'm so excited that you are here. So, our learning target today is that we are going to investigate the history behind our name. During our last lesson, we talked about how when looking at history, we need to be like detectives and do a little bit of investigation. We are going to do just that when it comes to our names and where they come from. In our last lesson, we started diving a little bit into our own personal history by identifying 4 important events in our life, and you wrote about them. So today we're going to be thinking about our names, and I want you to think about these 4 questions. Number 1, who named you? Number 2, what does your name mean? Number 3, why was I given my name? And lastly, is there someone else in my family with my name? So I've shared this with you before, but our names are a big part of who we are. They are a big part of what our identity is, and our identity is what makes us who we are. Our names are gifts. Somebody thought about them before we got them, and we are going to start our lesson today with a story about names. While you watch the video, I want you to think about Alma, who is the person in the story, and what she learns from the story her father is telling her. So here we go.
I'm the senator from the 4th District, and I'm also a retired English and Spanish teacher. Today I'm going to be reading Alma and How She Got Her Name. Alma Sofia Esperanza Jose Pura Candela had a long name. Too long, if you asked her. My name is so long, Daddy. It never fits, Alma said. Come here, he said. Let me tell you the story of your name. Then you decide if it fits. Sophia was your grandmother, he began. She loved books, poetry, jasmine flowers, and of course, me. She was the one who taught me how to read. I love books and flowers, and you too, Daddy. I am Sophia. Esperanza was your great-grandmother, he continued. She hoped to travel but never left the city where she was born. Her only son grew up to cross the 7 seas. Wherever her sailor son went, so did Esperanza's heart. The world is so big. I want to go see it, Daddy, you and me together. I am Esperanza. Jose was my father, Alma's daddy said. He was an artist with a big family like many people had back then. Early each morning, he walked to the mountains and the plazas to paint everyday life. Sometimes I went along. Your grandfather taught me to see and love our people. I wake up early every day, and I draw a lot too. This morning I drew a kitty cat for you, Daddy. I am Jose. Pura was your great aunt. She believed that the spirits of our ancestors are always with us, watching over us. When you were born, she tied a red string around your wrist, a charm to keep you safe. Hello, Pura. It's me, Alma. Candela was your other grandmother. She always stood up for what was right. I am Candela. I love the story of my name. Now, tell me about Alma, Daddy. Where does that come from? I picked the name Alma just for you. You are the first and the only Alma. You will make your own story. Alma Sofia Esperanza Jose Pura Candela. That's my name, and it fits me just right. I am Alma, and I have a story to tell. What is the story of your name? What story would you like to tell? Thanks for joining me as I read Alma and How She Got Her Name.
Awesome. So, as you saw, Alma's name had a lot of history behind it, and she was named after important people in her life. Some of us don't have specific names that are named after somebody, but our names still carry meaning, and they are part of the legacy we're leaving behind. So, we're gonna continue on. Here we have the questions in Spanish in case you were wondering how to say them. So our task today is very interesting, and I'm really excited because I get to learn a little bit more about you. This is going to be part of the autobiography that we are writing, and we started in our previous lesson. So we are going to be answering these 4 questions that we started our lesson with. So who named you? What does your name mean? Why were you given that name? And lastly, is there someone else in your family that has that name? So you're gonna answer these questions right here in the boxes, and you are going to put a picture of yourself right here. You're also gonna write your name at the very top, and I'm about to show you an example. So here's my example. This is a picture of me. My first name is Camila and my middle name is De las Mercedes. So who named me? My parents named me. What does your name mean? And you might be wondering how I got this information, and I had to look it up. So you might have to do a little bit of research or ask your family members. I said my name means the one that keeps the fire burning. Why was I given my name? I was named after my grandfather and my uncle. My middle name comes from the day I was born. It was the day of the Virgin of las Mercedes, who is the patron saint of lawyers in Guatemala, which is where I'm from. Lastly, is there someone else in my family with the same name as you or as me? So my grandfather and my uncle are named Camilo. My parents chose the feminine version of their name to honor them. So this is my example and the example that you are going to complete on your own. The secret code to our lesson today is lettuce, and if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to email me. My email is right here, and I'm happy to answer any questions.